Vibes. What's the vibes? What's the vibes? What's going on? It's your man SuavenyV, live in Brooklyn, live from NYC, outside early in the morning. Sun shining, kind of cool out. The wind ain't blowing too crazy. The wind ain't blowing too crazy. Beautiful sun out. Beautiful people. Early in the morning. Early in the morning, trying to make a move. Coming through Brooklyn. 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 He ain't even paying attention. See what I mean? He ain't even paying attention. It's alright. This week, last week, all in 1 week. 40 degrees, 50 degrees, 60 degrees, 70 degrees. All in 1 week. You gotta watch the weather to know what's going on. To know what's going on. About headed to where I'm headed to. Headed to the food pantry, give me some food. After that, go to work, go to Queens. Go to Queens for about, damn, she cute. Go to Queens for about 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? Style the store. Set up the store for success. Make it look nice. Freshen up the mannequins. Freshen up the appearance of the tables and stuff. Made the tables look good. We're outside with it. Brooklyn, best style. Always when you crossing the street, always look at the light. You know what I'm saying? Don't just cross. Just look at the light when you cross. And then look at the windshield. Look through the windshield of the person to see if they gonna stop, to make sure that you see eye contact. Because a lot of people just run the light, and a lot of people just sit at the light, and you can just go ahead on cross. Wake up in the morning, see everybody moving and grooving. Everybody moving and grooving. Everybody moving and grooving. Moving and grooving. Police. You see all type of businesses being built. They just repaved this road. That's the new barber shop right there. Father and son. Thought about getting my barber license because that's a trade up under your belt. And I seen on the news article, they said what's it called? They say barbering was barbering was the highest paid occupation in 2026 or 2025 or something like that. Surpassing electricians and surpassing plumbers. So I think the course is like $5,000 for like a 6 to 9 week course. That would have been perfect for me. Um, I had the money, I had 15, but I spent like 7 in content creation trying to meet up with Charleston and Dewberry, OG Sane, and Dewberry and them boys. Man, I ain't gonna say they took my shit, but they kind of like, I ain't got what I motherfucking paid for, I tell you that. So that $7,000 down the fucking drain. Not really down the drain, but because I'm still holding on to dear life. You know, thank God I did take a interview with Terrence Gangster Williams and got his information contact, so I'm still investing in that. So now, if I get my money up, I can go talk to Charleston face to face and he'll set the meeting up for me. But I gotta get the money up to go meet him, you know? And shit, I ain't working, just making plays, and I hurt my back and shit. I can't really work, but you gotta find a way to get some motherfucking money, boy. So I found this freelance opportunity where I can work, not so much physical work, but they don't pay me enough. They don't give me enough hours. And just yesterday I had an interview at Dave & Buster's to get some of that server money, some cash, you know, to make some cash. That way you can make some money every day. So we gonna see how that works. I got another interview tomorrow. What is that, Thursday? Interview tomorrow, hopefully that shit come through. He said I make like $300 to $500 a day on tips. Let's hope for that work. And I can still invest in my dreams, basically, with the content creation. And I think I'm gonna save my money, go to barbering school, because I always wanted to cut hair, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm a funny nigga. I ain't wanted people to just know where I'm at all the time. Like I ain't that type of guy. I don't want you to just know where I'm at. But I learned if you just get good, you can be an independent barber. You can cut from your crib, you can cut from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? If you got the skills to cut hair. And cutting hair, that's some fly shit though. I always look like that. Cutting hair, because you look like a new man once you get your hair cut. And then I like the fact that you your own boss by cutting hair. You your own boss. You get to wear what you want to wear. I just want to be my own boss growing up, you know? Be your own boss. And then you get your license and you start cutting hair. Get your license. Start working in the shop that's booming. And I done seen some shops that's booming. I mean, that's open. Pay your little fee and make your fee. Think about it. You can make, I done heard people say you can make what, $600 to $1,000 a day. And you gotta think about it. If you go to somebody's house and cut their hair, that's more money. If you travel, and then depending on if you do a good job or not, that's more money. You got the artwork. So man, damn, I thought it before I spent that bread. I said, damn, I can just I can go to barbering school and get me a trade and cut hair, so I can be cutting hair while I motherfucking wait, or while you work on your dreams and goals and shit. So I always be trying to come up with ideas and shit. you know, try to make some bread. But it's crazy. I seen that. I say, damn, barbers, um, barbers make twice as much money. Now they say the highest paid, like side hustle. Not even side hustle. It was what the word they use? Damn, I forgot what word they use. But everything up under the category of electrician, um, a plumber. They said barbering was the next. See, growing up, I ain't gonna lie, my dad, he was like, son, why don't you just go to barbering school? Why don't you just go to barber school to cut hair so you could dress up? He called it dressing up, since he know I like to get fly. But I was like, nah. It's amazing how I be foreshadowing and thinking way, way ahead of time. Like, I knew I was too popular. See, at the time, when I was younger, I didn't know being popular make you a lot of money. See, I was thinking being popular get your ass hurt because people be hating on you. And if you the biggest one, everybody gonna look at you. I used to hate the fact that everybody be looking at me. Everybody be paying me attention. But not knowing that what everybody crave. Everybody crave attention. When I was younger, man, even my whole life. But when I go back to when I was 20, like in my low 20, 21, 22, I remember my dad. I remember trying to figure out my life like 2013, 14, no, 2000. They had to be like 14, 15 before I got that distribution job. He was like, yeah, you might. What about getting your barber license? Because my dad used to cut hair, but he stopped doing it. Well, he's like, what about getting your barber license? Because you trying to, damn, I'm saying some nice kicks. Them shit's hard. I like that. He had the salmon. Them shits was yellow, pink, white, and he a white boy. Ain't nothing wrong with complimenting another man. Heard him say thank you. And I was talking to his homeboy because he wasn't even looking at me. And then he fell around and turned around. I said, yeah, them shit's hard. But I remember him saying, bro, why you gonna get your barber license? I was like, man, at the time, like, man, I'm too damn popular, man. Not knowing, dumbass, that was gonna bring you all the fucking attention and all the money and all the publicity. Everybody know you, everybody fuck with you, you fly and you cutting hair. That'll be perfect. And I was talking to this girl and she was doing hair. And I thought about it, I said, damn, bro, if you do hair and I cut hair, we can fuck around and put our motherfucking money together and you know how much goddamn money we'll make. But I was like, nah, hell no, I can't do that with her because she ain't loyal. Hell no. I got all the niggas around me and nah, hell no. I ain't about to be working with no girl and this girl fucking with other niggas. So I used to think crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember when I was young, I used to go to the barber shop and they used to have a hair salon on the side. And I used to be like, damn, bro, they getting barbershop money and they getting hair money. That's a lot of money. Growing up, you see, and then you see them with cash, and then you be a free man. So you cutting hair. People used to sell CDs. People used to sell clothes. You selling everything. So you just selling. You just a businessman. But cutting hair is your first occupation. Is your main occupation. You know, so. But I remember at the time thinking like, damn, I'm too popular. I ain't want people to know where I'm at and just pull up on me every time. Cause I was a low-key guy. I say, I might well give me a job at a distribution center, low-key. Nobody don't know where I'm at. Nobody don't know how I get my money. Nobody can't find me and hurt me. Cause I always think about being safe. A lot of times you gotta think about being safe. And people don't give a fuck about no damn safety if when they get money. See, I be thinking about all that shit. And now that I done been through the fire, I see that, nah, bro, fuck that playing it safe shit. You need to risk your life more.
Thank you.
How are you? Thank you. Yeah, man. So I was like, damn, I might need to get my motherfucking barber license. That'll be some fly shit in New York. Get your barber license. And I be seeing how, I remember when I came to New York and this barber was cutting my hair. And he was cutting my hair. And I gravitate to people energy and people that's like me. See, one thing about me, I'm not a bad boy. Like I'm not no troublemaker. I don't do bad. I'm not violent or nothing like that. But what me and the bad people got along, I mean, what we got in common is that I don't want to be controlled. So I realize a bad person and a violent person is the same person like me, which I'm good and non-violent. I get violent, but I'm a good person. But the thing about me and a violent person and a bad person got in common is that we don't want to be controlled. So I noticed that people that is cut hair, they be like retired gangsters and shit. Like they be like real niggas and OGs, and I always pick up on that. And when I first moved to New York, this barber, he was cutting. No, when I moved in 2013, this barber was cutting in his crib. And then next thing you know, he had a nice ass shop in his crib, and then he started cutting in the shop. And you know, a popular barber shop, he making money. And then one time, later on, a couple years later, he got another spot, and now he cutting in his crib again. So I'm like, damn, this motherfucker here. Like, and then they be relaxed. People, they be with your kids. You know what I'm saying? My main thing is you want freedom and you want time freedom. That's the main thing. You want to be able to work and make your money and go home and be with your kids or be with your girl and have a life. Like you want to be able to be off on the afternoons to enjoy your life. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be working all day or working. I mean, you at first cool, but man, after a while, you want to work, get your money, and relax and enjoy your money. Like, what's the point of working and you can't enjoy the money? So I noticed that about him, man. Saying, yeah, I think I could do that though, because you're on your own time, and then nowadays it's getting even better. People just can book their own appointments. People book their own appointments. People book their own appointments, and it's more more convenient, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I guess it depends on the type of haircut you get. That person with a barber can determine how long it'll take, you know. And then you can be by yourself. I always want to be with myself. You know what I'm saying? Have you a motherfucking barbershop where it's under control, nice as hell. You know what I'm saying? Chill, relax. Your kids come through, they chill and relax. And your old lady come through, knock her ass down real quick. Fuck she talking about? You know? Shit. If you rapping, you can rap. If you can record yourself. Record yourself. And then I be seeing like they have shows for people that's they got shows for people that's that cut hair and do tattoos and stuff like that. You gotta think about it. People really be making something out of nothing, like tattooing or either cutting hair, doing hair. And And that's a lot of money if you think about it, because I remember when the pandemic and all that shit was around, people talking about $100 a cut. And people was cutting in hotels, people cutting in the crib, all that shit. Like, the business don't stop, you know? The business don't stop. And I was thinking like, damn, bro, you talking about $100 a cut? Just imagine if you do 2 cuts every hour. That's $200 an hour. And you work for 10 hours? Shit, that's a lot of money. And then you own a barbershop. You can wake up at 6 o'clock. You can wake up at 6 o'clock. Wake up early. And I never forget, I was down south in 2018. This how the devil be testing you. Oh, God. Because I had just started working at the distribution center. Not just started. Well, I've been there a couple years or whatever. Got hurt, injured, been out and all that. And I just secured a paycheck. So by me securing the paycheck, I got money coming in direct deposit. And then I fucked around and got me a plug on the bud. And now I got the bud, right? And then I fucked around and like I was this barbershop that my friend, no. This guy that I look up to, kinda like my big brother. This barbershop that he worked in, it was 2 people all the time, but now he got his own shop, right? So now he got his own shop, and he told me, yeah, you can come, you can work with me. You can be right here. He can work with me. I was like, damn, word. That's crazy. And then I was like, damn, I can still work at night. Cause I was working in a night shift. I had to be to work at like 2 or something like that, 4 o'clock or something like that, right? I think I had to be to work at 4, or I could have got the schedule that I could be to work at 2 o'clock in the morning and get off at 3. That way I can work in the afternoon. But I never forget. He invited me. He was like, yo, you can work right here. And I'm like, damn, bro, this might be my opportunity. I can go to school, get my degree, and work part-time, and I'm working full-time at a job that'll pay my rent, and then I'm getting cash money. So the goal was to make more money on the side than you do your main hustle, so your side girl can take over the main girl. You know what I'm saying? That's a tow truck business. My homeboy down south, he opened up a tow truck business. He got his own tow truck service. Tow cars. That's a good business. Pick up cars. I ain't never thought about that, but he was like, yeah, tow truck service, get you a motherfucking tow truck. And goddamn, be towing the fuck out of them cars. It's amazing how a lot of niggas I grew up with, we always helping each other, and I was helping them niggas. And I'm trying to figure out like, damn, what's what, while other motherfuckers are making moves. And a nigga won't even tell you. When I come across a business move, I be like, bro, I just found this out, man. This shit about Bitcoin, bro. I called my homeboy from up north, down south, like, yo, I just found this shit out about goddamn day trading, bro. You can make some money out this shit. You gotta learn this shit. I don't really know too much about it. I'm gonna just tell you what I know. And I know you smarter than me. You might can look it up, or you might can look into it and figure it out. Man, you think them niggas like try to help me or look into it so we can get rich? My point is, I'm helping everybody get some money. I'm putting everybody on information. And come to fucking find out, them niggas doing shit too. and they ain't even putting me on the information that they know. So I look at shit like that. I like, damn, I'm helping. I'm helping somebody that won't help me. I'm putting somebody on information that won't put me on information. That shit make you think, bro. That shit make your ass fucking think. And you realize, man, everybody against you. You realize that people betting against you, man. You realize, man, people ain't on your side. So a lot of times you gotta keep your ideas and business ideas to yourself. And then I learned this in life. I learned a lot of people love to laugh, joke, and play around and bullshit. As soon as you start talking about some business ideas or what we should do to make some money or shit like that, they ain't want to hear that shit. They ain't want to hear how you can make some money. They ain't want to hear how we can make some money. They ain't want to hear how we can come up. I'm the type of person, I come up with ideas. Hey man, let's do this. We sitting here standing looking at each other. We might as well do this. We might as well go to this spot. We might as well get our motherfucking money up and go to such for the weekend. We might as well put our money together, make a bigger play. They never want to do that. Hi, Eva. Hi, Eva. Yeah, man, so be careful of the people around you, man. Because sometimes, man, most of the time, they have ill intentions. And you will find out that shit late in life. Like, they don't know that a little early. But it's alright. Because you got time to change. But that one thing I noticed, though. I noticed, I'm the person coming out with the ideas. I'm the person that's sharing the ideas. I'm the person that's the team player. I'm the person that care about everybody. Why nobody don't care about me. Nobody don't motherfucking try to help me. And nobody don't put me up on game. So it make you want to be selfish though. And then you realize all the successful people that's successful is selfish. And I always wonder why they so damn selfish and mean and won't help no damn body. Man, they done been through it. Everybody that made it done been through the same shit. So, yeah, a few little ideas. I thought about this morning, man, trying to make some money, trying to save yourself. Because you get tired of going to the fucking food pantry and not having enough money to eat and shit. That shit real. But you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta thug it. You know what I'm saying? Show God that you're willing to suffer and sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? I could be doing some other whole ass shit for money and food. But I like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. Give me them fly ass clippers. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Wildest joints. And that bitch cutting like a motherfucker. You selling your bud, you smoking bud by yourself. For to write your rent off on your taxes. Get your LLC. Get your S Corps corporation. That shit Flocka be talking about. Get all your paperwork right. That way you can write off all your expenses, all your supplies, all your clothes, all your motherfucking dinners and shit. Write off everything. And then you can, I wouldn't mind having my business below my apartment. That way you kill two birds in one stone. Yeah. Or I have me a nice barber shop with a bedroom in that motherfucker, a shower, everything fresh, fly shit. lot of shit. Yeah, make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's all that moving and grooving. And think about it. You gotta get dressed, go to work, walk to work, drive to work. All that time spent. Man, your ass could be staying still in one spot, making all that money. Man, you look familiar. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. Have a blessed day.